Welcome. Um, Another day here on Facebook Live, and I'm really excited about today's topic. It comes up a lot with prospects, clients, other virtual assistants that I work with. And today, what I want to talk about is a social media platform that I feel everybody should be on. And I'll tell you why. And that social media platform is ta-da, Twitter. And I get a lot of pushback when I hear that, and I think people kind of forget or don't understand how it could be relevant for their business. Not necessarily that they don't like Twitter, but they might be dismissive of it, have some kind of stereotypes in their head of what it should be used for or what they could use it for. And the reality is Twitter is a super, super helpful tool. And the reason I feel everybody should be on Twitter is when it comes to social media, Twitter is essentially the top of a sales funnel. So if you are familiar with a sales funnel, there is a customer and they come into your funnel. It could be an email funnel, whatever, but just a funnel. And they come into your funnel, and then they go through steps in the funnel, and it gets you down to the customer that you really want to get, and that customer is the person that purchases. So when it comes to growing a social media audience, you have a few options. The first option is to do it the organic, old-fashioned way, which does take time, but not as much money. And then you have the more methodical or automatic way where you're maybe running ads, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, LinkedIn ads. All the platforms have advertisements now. But the trick is, if you want to grow your audience on Facebook, you really have, for example, because we're on Facebook, you really have two options. You have the option of word of mouth, feet on the street, or you have the option of running an ad to your Facebook page for a post, a thing you're promoting to get people to like your page, that kind of thing. So you got the free but time, the financially free but time investment option, and you have the financial investment option and the time being more free. So those are kind of your two buckets. Now, when I work with people, especially if they're coming to me and they say, hey, I want to grow my audience, most of the time those are people that don't have thousands of followers at this point in time. And so what I always bring up is Twitter. And Twitter, going back to what I was saying, is at the top of the sales funnel. And so what Twitter is really great about is that you can actually search and narrow down and directly connect with people where you can't do that on Facebook. Facebook, you can have a page, but to go and get people to come to your page, you either have to be connected with them or you have to connect with them so that you can invite them to come to your page or pay for some kind of advertising. Now, I don't think that you're going to go crazy on Facebook and create all these Facebook friends with complete strangers that you're hoping to build an online engaging community-based relationship with. That it's a very challenging thing that requires a lot of extra steps. You actually have to get the person to trust you, to get them to accept your friend request, and then hope that things kind of go from there. And then finding those people. So how do you search and find the person, your ideal target market, your ideal audience? How do you find that person? You can go through a lot of different steps to try to find that person on Facebook. Now, this is just an example. Whereas Twitter, you can really narrow down what somebody is interested in using hashtags. You can search their bios. You can search by the quality of the account. So you can find out, do you want somebody that just started an account with one person following them? Or do you want somebody that is, if you're looking to work with a business coach, do you want to work with a person that has one follower, or do you want to work with a person that has 200 or 300 followers and has posted a bunch already? That person is probably more active and you're more likely to engage with them. So Twitter is, I feel, one of the most important first steps in social media. Once you build your Twitter following, they become part of your social media sales funnel, and you can then direct those people to other social media platforms and then grow it that way. So, hey, you know, Mr. So and so, thanks for following me on Twitter. You know, are we connected over on Facebook yet? And you can bring them over to your business page, your personal page, whatever fits you. But that is a really great way to go about it, because you now have this open door of communication versus just searching for, you know, Joe Blow and hoping that they accept your friend request on Facebook. Or you can go to Twitter and you can search hashtag I'm so awesome, and and then you'll get all these people that have used that hashtag, so you know that that's kind of the topic that they're after, or hashtag online business, or hashtag Facebook live streams, or whatever is related to your business or your target audience, the things they're interested in, the hobbies that they're interested in. It doesn't always have to be business. Sometimes you're better off actually going the hobby route, because people know you're not, I shouldn't say they know, but you're less likely to be selling them on something and more likely to be going and connecting with them, to engage with them on a common interest. So use hashtags. Use hashtags, bring people into your social media sales funnel. And then once you find these people get really fearful of this too. You want to actively and proactively follow people. So the odds of you getting a follower, if you follow somebody, is very high on Twitter. So if you follow them, they are likely to follow you back. And then also make sure that you're unfollowing the people that are gunking up your face or your Twitter feed. There's people that I'll follow, and they become inactive on Twitter, or they disappear for 3 months, whatever. And I always want to make sure that my social media, the people I'm following anyway, I want to make sure that they're all actively engaged on Twitter. So I go through a maintenance process of finding new followers and unfollowing old followers or people that aren't active on Twitter. And over the course of time, it started off very slow for me until I learned some of these tips and tricks, and also found some of these wonderful tools that are out there on the internet. Some come and go, just like anything else. The one that I currently recommend is one called Owlead, and I'll put the link in the chat. But that one, it is not free, but it is very effective, and they will target people based on topics that you suggest, or influencers that you like, that are relevant to your industry. So that is, let's see here. Oops. That is Owlead. I'm putting it in the chat. And it is not free. There's a few different plans. I'm on the basic plan, and you have to, and by the way, there's no affiliate link there or anything like that. It's just straight up sharing their website and the tool. And the tool will only work if you have at least 50 followers. So essentially, if you want to start growing your audience, go on your own, proactively go out of your way to follow people, get up to that 50 return follower mark, that milestone. Once you have 50 people following you, you can sign up for Owlead, and then they will, on the back end, their staff, their team, for a very affordable price, work on that. Or you can continue doing that on your own and use there's various other Twitter growth tools that are out there. But Twitter is really the very start of my process in building any of my social media following. Once you have new followers, again, you can then direct them to whatever your most ideal platform would be. If you are creative, it might be Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. If you are into online business, it might be LinkedIn. That's kind of, you know, up to you and what your focus would be for your efforts. But those would be that would kind of be the general process. So kind of an overview. Twitter is definitely a must-have. Use your hashtags. Look for people that are going to be the most ideal customer or client for you. What are they doing? What are their hobbies? Use those hashtags. Find those people. Follow them. Hope that they follow you back. Make sure that your list is clean. And once you get to 50 followers, sign up or use something like Owllead to automate your growth so you're not spending as much time. So it's kind of like a happy medium where you're not just spending money on advertising, but you're not 100% dedicating your time. It's really a good way to leverage your time. And then as people follow you, you want to thank them and direct them to another social media platform. If you have any questions about this, of course, you can always send me an email at support@megandixononline.com. And the very last thing I want to mention too, since this kind of goes into online business strategy, is I am offering, if you have a skill that you're passionate about or want to share with the world, maybe create an online training course, I am offering free consultations right now for developing something like that. I put a customized plan together for you. It's no cost whatsoever to you. So if you're interested in something like that, or you want to do something with your skills and you just don't know how to get there, I would recommend you go ahead and reach out to me on this page. I'm putting that in the chat as well. And I hope to see you guys on the other side. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next live stream. Bye.